Hey guys, Mr. Harris here, making a quick video just to get you guys caught up on where you should be at the start of class today. If you remember last class, you guys turned in your data sheets to me to get a quick grade on your math portion of the project. The data sheets were important because we got two really important pieces of information from our lab. One, we found out the number of lights that we need to expose the body to, and two, the duration you would have to stand in front of those lights to get the 41 watt hours of exposure time. So for example, Chloe did a, let's see here, she did a light height of 6 inches, and through her math, going through the diameter, the radius, the area, and then dividing the area by 10,000 to go from centimeters squared to meters squared, she found that she needed 453 lights to fill up a person's 2 square meter body front and back. She then went on the other side here and she found through her calculations that for that to happen you would have to stand there for 4.76 hours to get the 41 watt hours. So that could be split up in maybe 4 different sessions throughout the week maybe, which would be totally fine. You wouldn't be able to do it all in one setting, because 4.76 hours is a long time. But again, I'm just trying to make the point that this data sheet you want to keep because you need to determine which light height is the most efficient and which duration is manageable. So if you want to do this in one sitting, like you go to a doctor's office and do it in one sitting, you don't want to be there for 4 hours and 45 minutes. You want to be there for a half hour or something like that. So once you guys have that information and that information has been approved and correct, then you guys are going to start this part here with the design theory. So you guys should go through these key questions. So first one's understand users' needs and experience. Next one's about location accessibility. Third is mode of interaction. Fourth is size. Fifth is the aesthetics. And then the last one's other considerations. I'll let you guys read through it. I'm not going to have you fill out and answer all these on a Google Doc, but you should read through these and think about it as you design your solution. So before you actually start sketching and designing, you need to choose a design path. This is important. These are 2 different paths. One is an industrial office machine. So as you can see here, it has different requirements, criteria, and constraints that you need to consider. The big one is you have a budget of $15,000. If you're doing a consumer device, something that you could buy from like maybe Walmart or something, or order, you have a budget of $5,000. But the blue lights, instead of costing $25, which we calculated on the last couple slides, they only cost $15 instead. So again, you need to make this choice here. Okay. Once you've made that, you're going to go into this slide here where we're going to be looking at other things that parties would consider when making a product. So I always say, cost. Does a patient want to spend $5,000 on a handheld thing, or would they rather spend $50? Right? Does a doctor want something that's super, super expensive, or do they really care? Does the insurance company want to fix something that's super, super expensive if it breaks? Does the insurance company wants to know, ooh, can this hurt someone? The patient probably wants it to be comfortable. The doctor probably wants the patient to be comfortable. So you guys can go through this slide here and make sure you add in some considerations for each of these 3 categories. And then after that, we're finally going to get to the actual design of the device. So here are some examples. In here, or actually not in here, I should say on this slide, it's talking about the ideation of your design. So when you thought, what's your thought process behind it? So in groups, you're going to discuss and generate ideas for your design. Then you're going to brainstorm how your device will safely satisfy criteria such as is it portable, is it comfortable, and is it cost effective? All right. We're going to skip this one right here. You do have a outline of a person, and you are going to be marking on them where your design will affect the body. So if it's a stand-up sauna or a tanning booth kind of thing, it's going to affect the whole body. If it's a handheld something, maybe it affects the forearm, but then you can move it to your upper arm. And then maybe you can put it on your chest. Maybe it's a thing where you just stick your arms through 2 tubes and it just does your arms. I don't know. That's up to you guys. So once you have that stuff figured out, you're going to start your sketching. I can't switch off of this without stopping the video. So I'm going to stop the video here and make another one with the sketch example that I made for you.